Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look...
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. On the ground, it's Morris. Inside the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hernandez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This is a designed run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throws to the back. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball in plus territory, 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he makes the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play. Now, a 4th down.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. The short hands, it's Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Hernandez. Got room to work. Racing down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Moore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. They've been able to get the ball out of their own end nicely. 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looking for a push on 4th down. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ross. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Fires to the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. This time he's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw for it. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Calls his own number. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.